Hello everyone, my name is Mowmaster. I am the developer of Pedestals mod for Minecraft Forge 1.16, and today we are going to cover some basic pedestal information, and then the next video we're going to cover some more advanced pedestal information. So this is a two-parter on pedestals themselves. So let's jump into this real quick. So first of all, we're going to cover coloring. So coloring has a few restrictions. If a pedestal is linked to another pedestal, like this one is, we won't be able to color it. So we'll have to unlink it before that. If a pedestal so this one is receiving, so it doesn't have any connections linked, but it does have an item inside. So if we try to connect it, or we try to color it with an item inside, it won't work with an item inside. And lastly, if it already has the glowing effect, you also won't be able to color it with the glowing effect. And so your last option is when you first place the pedestal down, that's probably the best time to color it. And boom, there we go, we colored it. If we took the item out of this one, we could then color it then. And if we unlink this one, we should be able to color it as well. So there we go, we colored all those. This one, I'll actually have to break it. It'll give me my glowstone back, but then afterwards I can color it and re-glowstone it. And there we go, we now have colored pedestals. So that's kind of nice. From there, we're going to go into waterlogging. So over here in our waterlogging demo, I'm going to pick up a bucket of water. And you'll notice if I click on the pedestal block that it's on, it will fill with water, and now our pedestal is logged up with water. So this is really great for farms because usually, like farming with pedestals, you need a planter, a harvester, and a grower is optional. So typically, what I'll do is I'll put one of them at the same block height that my farmland is at that I'm tilling, and then that way the pedestal can be waterlogged and it will water all the crops, and then the pedestal above will plant or harvest or whatever. So that's usually how I run my pedestals in my farms. But of course you can take water out of the pedestal block and it will go away. So that's kind of nice. So one example is down here we have a pedestal in water. When you first place a pedestal in water, it's an air block, but obviously the water will fill it up and it will conform to all the different edges that the pedestals have. Even when it is glowing, so we can grab some glowstone here. You'll notice that the water conforms around the glowstone root model. So that's nice. One benefit of having things underwater is you could have a dropper underwater per se, and it will drop items in the water, and those items will float up to the surface now with what was it, 113 that added that water, or 114 that added that water feature. So that's just one use of having pedestals underwater. Say you want to have an underwater base, you can still use pedestals underwater. So it's just a nice handy little feature to include. And last but not least, we are going to cover glowing pedestals. So if you're caught out at night and it's kind of dark out, you can see that one's glowing, but this one's not. Neither is that one. The one underwater is not glowing. And so pedestals by default do not come glowing. You have to add glowstone to them, and then they'll light up the area around you. So that is just one handy thing with pedestals. So if you're using a mob farm, you may not want the light from pedestals, and so by adding glowstone to it, you can now get light if you want to light up your base with it instead, or use them as fancy lights, or what have you. So that is just one nice benefit to pedestals. What was that weird noise? You guys are making weird noises. So yeah, that's just the basics of coloring pedestals, waterlogging pedestals, and making them glow. So thanks for watching today. That was just a really simple pedestal basics. The next video, like I said, we will cover linking, redstone control, and some augmentation. So until the next one, we'll see you later. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.